Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are on 30th Street in North Park heading from UPS to University, and I couldn't help but think that one of the problems with the bike lane is not so much that it's just paint and plastic bollards. That is a problem. But it's also that this bike lane gets interrupted a lot by curb cuts. Right now we're okay. We have parking to the left and the red paint to the right, but look, we're passing a driveway here with 6 parking spaces, and then another one with another 3 or 4 parking spaces, and then another one right here. And then we go through an intersection, and we're going to pass this church, which looks like it should be safe, except there's a curb cut right here. And then there's another curb cut right here. And then there's another one right here. These are all interruptions and breaks and opportunities for drivers to cross the bike lane. It's because all the parking is on these properties. So this is designed so that drivers will interrupt the bike lane. Like this driver right here, just gingerly backing out of a parking space into the bike lane. They were going so slow, I think they saw me. Maybe they also saw that I had enough room to get over. But, the design is not complete, is the point I'm making here. It's not enough to just paint the bike paint buffer on the left-hand side. You have to do more extensive upgrades and design. It's not enough. You can't have all these parking lots on the side, like right here.
Whoa!
What can we say? There's a parking lot right there. Drivers need to get in and out of the parking lot. This is the design we have. My bike lane would be safer. That person would not have just almost turned their car right into me in the bike lane if that parking lot wasn't there. But this bike lane is on a street that has a bunch of parking lots. A lot of these properties have parking lots. We're actually about to get into a stretch that doesn't. From here north, that whole block doesn't have any curb cuts on my side, although there are curb cuts for the parking garage on the other side. And then when we cross University, we're going to be in a much more commercial area, but there's still going to be a bunch of curb cuts there that are going to let people in and out of the building, although most of the traffic to get in there is in the back. I suppose what I'm saying is that this is a video less about a driver backing out into the bike lane and another driver almost hitting me in the bike lane. This is about design, and this is about infrastructure. And paint is not protection, we say all the time, but simply painting and putting in a buffer is not enough infrastructure. Infrastructure means we have to build the surrounding area to actually accommodate the space. So, actually, I was wrong. There is no curb cuts here. They put it all back in the alley, which is great because people don't usually ride their bikes through the alley, right? This block is okay, but as soon as we pass through that next traffic light at Lincoln, there's going to be another curb cut for that parking lot there. What this means, I think, is that ultimately bike projects require a lot of work. I know, and I'm telling you, it's not as simple as just putting some paint down on the pavement and compromising parking. It's about designing the structures that line the road in addition to the road itself. Again, on 30th here, northbound is way better than southbound. There are just a few more businesses on the south side, or rather the southbound side, that have these curb cuts. But this adds to the danger. Every interruption in the bike lane, this guy's just gonna whip a U-turn here. Yeah, that was totally safe. And then this UPS driver's in here, and then there's another curb cut. What if the UPS driver had just gone into the curb cut? But then they would have had to back out of it, right? These are the things we're thinking about as we approach this other curb cut into the supermarket, where this driver also wants to get out on the road. Drivers need access to the parking lots, but the point is that the the problems we have are much bigger than just the paint on the road. It's also how the buildings along the road are designed. This is what I'm thinking about. This is what I wanted to share with you. I appreciate you coming with me, and we'll avoid the curb cuts and try to get through and drive less and ride a bike.